When it comes to Pokemon investing in 2023, could we be seeing the side effects of what could happen when Scarlet and Violet rolls out and Pokemon International completely starts focusing on Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield sets going to retirement? Let's take a look. Alright guys, first and foremost, before we move forward, of course, some people have probably seen the announcements yesterday about the Evolving Skies pack break. Now, this isn't a booster box. I have a bunch of these cardboard sleeves, and they're not the direction I want to go. I want to clear them out of my storage areas, and I want to move forward with those. The Evolving Skies are probably the ones I thought people would want the most. I have some Sword and Shield. If people are interested in Sword and Shield, Rebels Clash, I have some of all of those ones that I'm willing to move along and get them out of my storage. But I put the Evolving Skies because the trend of Evolving Skies, people are enjoying opening it, taking the risk, and talking about it. But if they don't sell here for a box break in the next, by next weekend, maybe this weekend I'm hoping, but by next weekend, no matter what, I'll shut them down and I'll just put them on TCG Player and selling them. I'm selling them to you guys for $1 underneath that, just so you guys can get a little bit of rip and ship. You don't have to deal with the bulk if you don't want to, and I can actually get these out of here and get them to people that may enjoy them. Overall, it's just not my investment style that I'm going with, and it's not meeting my goals overall of keeping those cardboard sleeves in storage and trying to protect them and work with. It's just not something I want to do, so I just want to move them along. That's the only reason that I'm getting rid of them in why I'm trying to move them along. So that being said, let's go back onto the main topic today that everybody's really here for, is Pokemon investing in 2023. What are we seeing, what's going on, and what's happening right now in the current sets? And if one of these sets moves up, is that kind of conducive to all of them moving up? So let's take a look at what's happening with the three kind of the slower sets of 2021 when it comes down to Sword and Shield. And we'll start with them because they've got the most backing behind them. We've been able to see what's happened to these markets over a long period of time versus the ones that have been kind of short printed when it comes to the newer sets of Sword and Shield when you come into Lost Origins, Astral Radiance, and Silver Tempest. Of course, those ones just do not have the track record that we've been able to see with the other ones. Now, first one I'm going to talk about is going to be Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign has done fantastic. It's been a great mover in the last couple months, especially the last 3 months when it comes down to it. Overall, that set we did predict would do well eventually. I mean, I was one of them in the camp that was buying it, was telling people to purchase this as a long-term investment, especially if you could get it under $90. You were doing extremely well. I mean, I picked them up for $80 a booster box. Some people were picking them up for less. Some people were picking them up for slightly more. And we've been talking about this set being a sleeper set for a long period of time because it just kind of got forgotten in the shuffle. But it had a lot to offer inside of it at the end of the day. There was a lot of opportunities with those alternate arts inside of that set, and it had some really banger alternate arts at the end of the day with the Galarian Birds, even that Galarian Rapidash. You got that Gold Snorlax that has a loaded amount of cards inside of it, which made it a great opportunity, at least to a lot of us that were looking at potential speculation of the market back then at that point in time, and the pricing on it was just fantastic, and it was hard not to want to jump in on it. Now, overall, would I be buying Chilling Reign at $140? Maybe. I think I would definitely wait on that one, and I'm going to explain why in a little bit. Next one I'm going to talk about is Fusion Strike. Now, Fusion Strike is following trend with Chilling Reign. We're starting to see Fusion Strike move in that upward direction now that it's crossing that $125 to $130 mark. Once again, this set is moving to follow up. And then the last one I want to take a look at is, of course, Battle Styles. Check this out, guys. Battle Styles is freaking moving like crazy, like I said in the last video. Battle Styles is actually running up. It's up to about $110. Now, this is something that we've talked about before in other lives and other discussions is that if one of these sets moves, does that mean that all of them are going to start moving in that direction? And I think what we're seeing here is we have a market of people that want to open product, right? They want to open their products. They want to open packs. They have hype and FOMO for Pokemon right now, and they are just literally opening anything and everything that they can get their hands on. And what I think we're starting to see is like a ratcheting effect on some of these, older mid-grade sets. And I don't want to say that poor sets, they are mid-grade sets. They have some really good opportunities, but they definitely aren't as hot as some of the bigger sets in the Sword and Shield block. But overall, they do have good value inside of them, and that's why I think people are actually chasing these particular sets. Once again, they have a lower chance of reprint compared to the newer sets in the Sword and Shield block. It makes people a little bit more comfortable to go and purchase these and actually go forward with that, knowing that that security is there. And what I think we're seeing is we're almost seeing a ratcheting effect. Chilling Reign has gotten to a point where people don't want to spend any more money on it. When we're seeing it, I mean, you look at the graph of it, it's kind of flatlined now. It's hit that about 140 right at that MSRP mark, and it's just kind of sitting there kind of flatlining now for the last couple weeks. But what we've seen is the other two sets are starting to follow behind it. So this is where we talk about a ratcheting effect when it comes down to it. People want to open something, they don't care what. Chilling Reign just got to be too expensive, so now they're going down to the lesser grade sets, which is going to be Fusion Strike and Battle Styles. And we are seeing those ones ratchet up with them. So you're going to continue to see kind of this staggering effect. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to see Fusion Strike do it, you're going to see Battle Styles do it. Now we got an opportunity to see Battle Styles maybe come close to that MSRP mark here at the end of its run. Kind of crazy. Thinking about the prices that we were picking up Battle Styles for about $74 a booster box at one point, just because LGSs were trying to get them out of their storeroom, and now we're seeing that set crossing $110 already, and it's all been within this last couple months, especially with Battle Styles and Fusion Strike. It's been literally the last 3 weeks. Now, overall, what does that mean for the overall performance in the market? Well, that means that we have a very healthy market of people consuming packs. They are wanting to open things and get them out. What does that mean for you as an investor? That means that you have a market right now to be able to sell this product into. And the longer reprints hold off, the more time that you have to continue to push into these markets. Now, if you're looking at potentially getting some income back into your storerooms, into your next move, these are the sets that you really need to be watching. You shouldn't be buying Chilling Reign at this point. Fusion Strike and Battle Styles, you could probably still jump in now, and if you're not paying those high fees of like eBay and TCG Player, maybe you've got some connections on Facebook Marketplace, some outside sources, even using Craigslist or some of the other lesser performing places that don't charge as much to use, you might have some opportunity to be able to capture some of that income also. Grabbing Battle Styles now, but you're playing the risk game. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is a high risk move. It's a play, but it's going to be a lot of high risk maneuvers here, because if you do purchase these things, there's a chance that if we get a reprint of the newest set, so if we start seeing, you know, Silver Tempest, Lost Origins, Astral Radiance, and Brilliant Stars come out with a reprint here in this next quarter, or right in the next month, we would see those sets potentially stall. They might stagnate and stall until that supply in that market chews that up again. Because you got to remember, those sets have that trainer galleries inside of them, which really do add some extra value to each one of those sets. When you've got an opportunity of a trainer gallery card inside of that reverse slot, you know, we've also got Radiant cards inside of there. You've got a lot more offer into that little package of a booster box with those particular sets. And overall, are they going to continue to move up without reprints? Yes, I think that they will continue to keep ratcheting up that one more step every so often. I think Chilling Reign is going to stall for a while. I don't think right now is the time to be purchasing Chilling Reign as an investment. It's time to just wait on that one and watch it. But overall, I think that it's going to kind of stop where it's at for quite a while until Fusion Strike and Battle Styles kind of catch up to it. You're going to see Fusion Strike catching up to it in the next couple weeks, and I think you're going to see that one kind of stagnate, and then Battle Styles is going to follow up right behind it. Once again, distributors are not announcing any reprints that I've heard. If that's the case, we're still 2-3 weeks out before we will be knowing or getting any reprints at this point in time. So that gives that time, that maturity for Battle Styles to kind of climb up and get up to that point also. So we might potentially see Battle Styles crossing that 120, possibly the 130 mark before we actually get any reprints announcements, if we do. Or you're going to have the release of Scarlet and Violet at the end of March, on March 20th. So once again, there's two possibilities that you're dealing with when you're looking at this potential market and what you should be seeing. Number one, Chilling Reign. Probably stalled out for a little bit. We're going to have Fusion Strike pushing up to Chilling Reign prices. It's probably going to hit that 140 mark within the next couple weeks, followed by Battle Styles then will kind of come up to the same margin. We're going to see these sets kind of level out. If not, we may see Battle Styles stay $10, $15 behind, and then you will see possibly Lost Origins, Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance, all of those sets start to move up. So we're going to see this bar just kind of keep jumping. Once the bar kind of meets that point where all of them are running pretty close to the same price, I feel that then would be the next time that you would see all of them kind of jump maybe $10, $15 increments at a time, especially as we get past a reprint announcement, if it happens. If that does happen and we do get a reprint announcement, everything's going to change. This market's going to completely adapt. If we do not, I think you're going to continue to see these things ratchet up, especially depending on how much product and how many booster boxes, ETBs, and availability we have with Scarlet and Violet. Plus, we still have Crown Zenith that more and more products are going to continue to roll out into the shelf. We should be getting a release of products here possibly today. I don't remember what the release schedule is. Actually, I think it's Friday. We should be seeing another release of Crown Zenith products, including that Pikachu VMAX Premium Collection box that's coming out in that one. So once again, these are all opportunities that are coming up. But do I think it's going to stagnate that booster box movement? No, I don't think there's going to be enough to stop that booster box movement. I think we're going to see a lot of these sets kind of all come up and ratchet up to a point where they're all equal. And then when they kind of equal the playing field again, you'll see a couple of them start to pop off again and move up past that MSRP point. And I think that MSRP point is really going to be the stalling point at this point in time until they all kind of catch up. If people are just consuming booster boxes, they're just opening packs and they want to have fun and they're trying to do breaks and they're trying to do these things, they are definitely not too concerned about what they're opening as much as how much it costs them and how much they can get. And those are going to be the bigger factors at the end of the day when it comes down to these products. So once again, guys, this is just something that I'm observing, something I think is going to continue to happen, and it's actually happening right now. Chilling Reign stalled out. It's going to until Fusion Strike and Battle Styles probably gets closer to it. And then once that happens, I'm willing to bet we'll see some of the other sets like Astral Radiance and those kind of sets kind of come up to it also. When they all kind of get close to each other, then we will see an acceleration of these things moving forward. So once again, this is just my observation of what I'm seeing right now in the Pokemon market and with the Pokemon Investing 2023, what you should be watching for. Definitely keep your ear to the ground for those reprints, guys. If they do happen and if they are announced, things will completely change. Once again, if not, we might be seeing this run and this kind of situation continue to bebop around and move up and down, or just continue to move up and keep ratcheting to each other all the way until the release of Scarlet and Violet. And when the release happens there, if it's a sizable amount of cards and a sizable amount of reprint or a sizable amount of print, then we might see all of those kind of go on to a not moving status again. We might see that completely slow down and wait until we see how much of Scarlet and Violet gets chewed up, how fast it disappears, and if there is another shortage after that point in time with Scarlet and Violet, all of them may start to move again concurrently. So once again, I will watch that the most when it comes down to these sets until I start catching some of the other ones like Brilliant Stars and start chewing up to those points. We even got Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze. You know, even Rebels Clash is still sitting there right around that $180 range. So we're going to see all of these kind of pushing up. You know, Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze might start to catch up also. So if you are holding stock in those, there's an opportunity potentially in the future here if this continues, and that's only if it continues. Once again, guys, hopefully it's some good information when it comes down to what's happening right now in the Pokemon market and how you could potentially play your Pokemon investing here in 2023 to your advantage, especially if you've already purchased some of these products, especially back, you know, maybe even a year and a half ago when this stuff was all crazily priced and really cheap to be able to pick up. And now might be the time that you're going to be able to see some of this mature out to where it's profitable, you can make decent money. Chilling Reign, already there. I mean, you realistically almost doubled your profit minus your fees and stuff like that. You're still looking at $35 to $40 a booster box right now, $50 if you play it right on actual income on those boxes, which is a fantastic move if you purchase them back under that $85 mark, around that $80 mark that a lot of us did. So once again, guys, hopefully it's some good knowledge, hopefully it's some good information to help you guys see what's going on in the market, maybe catch some opportunities that are currently floating around right now in the booster box market. It's definitely been crazy with what's been going on in the Pokemon TCG. Other than that, if you do like this information, as always, I will put these two videos next to me so that you guys can check them out and get some more information and more knowledge on what's happening in the Pokemon market. And other than that, we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.